Hi everyone, good evening, Jai Hind. Being good in mathematics does not have any relation to how many marks you are getting in schools. There are students who are getting near 100% marks in their schools but are still not good in mathematics because mathematics is being taught in the wrong way. At this stage, when the students are in grade 3 to 7, there are three important aspects to mathematics. The one is the core ideas, the core principles, and the whys of those principles. This is where the students are lacking because students know the ideology, students know the formula, students know the philosophy, but they do not know the whys. They know the rules, but they do not know the whys. And this is what makes a child weak later in life in mathematics. The second important thing is the logic. Logic comes from discussions. Logic comes from spending time on the problems, the math games. This is something which is totally missing from the school system. And the third is the calculation skills, the observational calculations skills, not the kind 45 into 54. They are never going to ask you questions like this in good exams. But the calculations of the form 99 into 25 plus 25, the answer to this is 2500 by applying the distributive property. Right? So these kind of observational calculations are very important, which are going to be helpful later down the line, even in the competitive exams, which are going to be of prime and important nature. On the basis of this, we have launched Vedantu Olympiad School Junior Batches for the students of grade 3 to 7. And यहाँ पर exactly यही philosophy रखी है that every class is going to consist of these three things. Core concept learning, जहां पर whys के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा focus किया जाएगा. The second is going to be every class is going to be consisting of at least one brain puzzle. So one brain puzzle we'll be discussing in every class. There'll be discussions, and students are going to learn a lot because this is something which is missing. Students have stopped spending time on a problem. If they know the answer, they would do it. If they do not know the answer, they would immediately jump to the solutions and would learn that solution. But again, this is not what maths is. And the third and the most important part is the speed maths, the observational speed that we're talking about. So every class from grade 3 to 6 consists of these core three things. And for grade 7, the class is of 1.5 hours duration, 60-minute deep concept learning, 50 minutes of advanced math puzzles, and 15 minutes of speed and accuracy. So this happens in every class. This is the core ideology of all the junior courses of Vedantu Olympiad School. When we talk about the logic puzzles, so logic puzzles के अंदर there are different categories that we do. So there are number puzzles, logic grids, challenges, speed rounds, shape puzzle, then pattern hunting. ये सारी की सारी चीजें अलग skills develop करती हैं and students enjoy these a lot. And also at the same time we discuss them. There are discussions which are done by the students, and students help each other out with the amazing ideas that get overflowed in the sessions. The learning continues even after the class. After every class, there is a assignment which a student is supposed to do. Apart from that, there is a 10-minute self-evaluatory test. So on the basis of whatever we have done in the class, we conduct a 10-minute test, which a child can take any time before attending the next class so that we are able to analyze it and send the report to the teachers also and also to the parents so that we are able to work on the weaknesses of the students. And of course, not only that, all the students, all the parents are added to a WhatsApp group wherein after the class, we send a puzzle every day so that parents can discuss it with the students. And this is an optional thing which you can always opt for. And a lot of students and parents also enjoy doing these puzzles. Right? So this happens in every class. After the course, I'll be telling you about the course later. But इस course के बाद जो हमने यहाँ पे design किया है, the student will be getting better in school, strong conceptual understanding, speed and accuracy in mathematics, logical ability is going to improve, confidence in all the competitive exams, all the math contests that he's going to give later down the line, and long-term Olympiad foundation is going to get built with these things. The program has tests also. Additionally, we'll be also preparing students for these math contests. So one is SOF, which is very common in the junior grades, and in the senior grades there is NMTC. So students of grade 5th, 6th, 7th will be preparing them additionally for NMTC exam if they are writing these exams, and if they're writing SOF, we'll be giving the SOF support also. Okay, And of course, there is monthly student performance report, and this is will be sent to all the students, all the parents, and we will every student will get a student account manager. So if there is any problem, academic, non-academic in nature, you can always get in touch with the academic coordinator, and they will be giving you all the support. Okay, now what is the structure looking like? So every course of grade 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 consists of 5 modules. Every module has 8 class plus 1 discussion class of the test, and total of 45 classes. So approximately we cover one module every month. So हर महीने एक module cover होता है. So again, if there's a number theory module, we cover that number theory module. If there's a logical module, then we cover the logic module in approximately 1 month. That is 8 classes, 2 classes a day. And plus, after a test, there's a discussion class wherein we tell the weaknesses, the strong points, and how can you improve. We discuss the problems of the test, and this is how it happens. So total of 45 class. So one module, 1 month, 8 core classes plus 1 discussion class for every module, and total of 45 classes. So this is what we do. So we open up new admissions before every module. ठीक है. So हर module के बाद एक new admissions open होती है. So this is we are going to start with a new module now, and so that is why we're opening up the discussions, and all the modules will be discussed in every course that we are going to open. So modules are fully independent of each other, so it has no correlation with what we discussed in the previous module. Okay, so these are the courses that we are going to launch. That is, there's a grade 3 batch which is going to start from 20th of May. The class days are Mondays and Thursdays. The timings are 7 to 8 p.m. and it is going to be taken by Amit Modak sir. Grade 3 weekend is going to start from 22nd May. The students are not free on the weekdays. They can prefer attending the classes on weekdays. The classes are going to be held on Saturdays and Sundays, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Grade 4th is going to start from 25th of May, Tuesdays and Fridays, 7 to 8 p.m. Weekend is going to start from 22nd of May, Saturdays and Sundays, 5:45 to 6:45 p.m. Grade 5 on 20th of May, Mondays and Thursdays, 8:15 to 9:15. Grade 6, 5 weekend on 22nd of May, Saturdays and Sundays, 7 to 8 p.m. Grade 6 is going to start from 25th of May, Tuesdays and Friday, 8:15 to 9:15. And grade 6 weekend from 22nd of May, Saturdays and Sundays, 8:15 to 9:15. And grade 7th, that is going to start from 25th of May, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. And it is going to be taken by Praveen sir. Very briefly, I am going to talk about the syllabi that we are going to cover in all of these things. What are those 5 modules consisting of? So grade 3, 45 classes, additional SOF preparation, and of course practice tests, monthly set tests, and everything is going to be there. Weekday batch 20th May se start hai, weekend batch 22nd May se start hai. You can see the timings also, and if you want to take the screenshot, I can get aside if you can take a screenshot and know the timings. So this batch, the weekday timings are 7 to 8, weekend timings are 4:30 to 5:30. We've already discussed, and this is going to be taken by Amit Modak sir, who has been teaching these students for a long time. And the price of this batch is 11,000 rupees. The link is there in the description box. The 5 modules that we are going to discuss in grade 3 are going to be number sense and structure, how numbers work, arithmetic operations, fractions, expressions and the strategies, measurements, geometry and the patterns, and the last is brain power, logic, data and reasoning. Right. So these are going to be the 5 modules. Every module is going to be consisting of 8 different lectures followed by a test and then a discussion class. Okay, so this is going to happen in every model, and every model is different from each other. There is no dependency of any model from the other model. Okay, so grade 4th, again, you've seen the timings already. 25th May is going to be the start day, and weekend is going to start from 22nd of May. You can see the timings there, and there's going to be additional SOF support for the students who are going to opt for SOF exam. And the 5 modules that we're going to discuss in grade 4th are going to be number sense and operations, factors, fractions, and decimals. The 3rd module is going to be algebraic thinking and number properties. The 4th is going to be geometry, mensuration, and measurements. And the 5th one is going to be mathematical reasoning and data skills. So these are the 5 modules that we are going to be doing in grade 4th, and every module is different from each other. Grade 5 is you can see the timings. So apart from the usual classes, we will be giving you the SOF support for the students who are going to opt for or going to write SOF exam later down the line. And also for the students who are going to write NMTC exam, this is going to be additional support. This is over and above these classes. Okay, so this is going to be included in the cost in the course, and the price is again 10,999. The link is there in the description box. The 5 modules that we're going to discuss in grade 5 are going to be number, patterns, and operations. Then the modules are almost the same because these are the 5 core principles of or 5 core pillars of mathematics: number sense, algebra, combinatorics, that is reasoning in the smaller grades. Then there is geometry and the logic puzzles. Right, so these are almost the same things, but again the level is going to go up. So number, patterns, and operations, fractions, decimals, and powers, measurements, and learning geometry is going to be the 3rd module. The 4th is going to be percentage, probability, and brainstorming puzzles. The 5th is going to be data, patterns, and reasoning. This is what we're going to discuss and in grade 5. And all the modules, as I mentioned, are independent of each other. So grade 6, apart from those 5 modules, we will be again providing you support for SOF and MTC preparation for the students who are going to opt for these exams. The start days and timings and days you can always see. The batch price is going to be the same, 10,999. The 5 modules that we're going to discuss here are knowing numbers and number properties, powers, roots, and sequences. Here it is patterns and number growth, algebraic thinking, ratio and reasoning, geometry we are going to introduce at this stage, shapes, spaces, and measurements. And the 5th one is going to be symmetry, statistics, and mathematical reasoning. These are the 5 modules, and again, they are independent of each other. For grade 7, apart from the classes, of course, SOF and NMTC support is going to be there. And this is going to be taken by Praveen sir. The batch price is 10,999 rupees. And you can see the batch timings here. The 5 modules here are going to be mental ability. Right, so here we are going to talk about all these things: number series, number puzzles, completion of incomplete pattern, coding, decoding, direction sense, Venn diagram, cubes, dices, series and classification, numbers, ranking, and space sequence test. Then number system 1, and these are the basic things that we're going to introduce. Then algebra, simple equations, linear equations in 2 variables, linear equations in pair of linear equations in 2 variables, algebraic expressions and identities. And then geometry, we're going to introduce congruent triangles, quadrilaterals, the basic idea we're going to introduce at this particular stage. And then number system 2. Now again, number system 1 and number system 2 are not related to each other. They're very independent. For example, the topics that we're going to discuss in number systems 2 are fractions, rational numbers, decimals, exponents, unit digit, and square roots and cube roots, which are independent of these things here. So they're not independent. It is not like that after number system 1 you have to do number system 2. These 2 number systems are different from each other. They serve different purposes, and the topics are also different from each other. Okay, so this is the feedback of the students who have already been enrolled in the course, and 43% of the students find these classes excellent, 25% very good, 32% good, and and this is the honest feedback of all the students, right? So how do you find the child reaction for the class? This is something that we asked from the parents, and 46% said they were very excited to attend the class. And this is the only objective, right? So the core objective and the direction given to all the teachers is the child should be excited about taking the class. If there's a family function, the child should prefer these classes. Of course, we don't want the children to miss the family functions, but again, at least the parents should hear this. It is very good for the parents to hear that, oh, I don't want to go to any function. I want to attend the teacher's class. This is, something which even the parents like. Although we don't recommend, missing the important family functions at this stage. It is very important to bond. But this is something that is given to all the teachers, that you have to make class very interesting. You have to give puzzles and whatever it takes. One of the most important things which the students like at this stage is the puzzle activity. That is the 10-minute core puzzle. We call it dinner table problem, right? So sometimes the problem is given as homework, and they have to discuss with their parents over the dinner table. And this is something where the whole family comes together and discuss a same problem on a dinner table. And this is the kind of legacy that we want to establish with these kind of courses. Okay, and what do you like the most? Rapid quiz round, that is the puzzle, that is the speed puzzle, speed math. Thought building maths, 32%. Concept, the core build class, is 21%, and quick recall quiz, that is a test that is given to them, after the class. So this is how they've marked, right? And would you recommend the others for this course? 92% yes. And this is something which is and this is the honest feedback of all the students. If you want, I can share you the Google sheet also, the response sheet also. But these are some of the feedbacks of all the students who are already who are already in this particular course, right? So if you want, you can definitely read the comments. Okay, and these are some of the results that we have been able to produce with our students. NMTC result, and this is one of the tough exams at this level. The only good exam at 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th level is NMTC. After that, of course, there are other exams which students can take. But when the style is in 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, the only good challenging contest is NMTC, and of course, our students have done really well. We had rank 4, rank 10, rank 15. Devarun Das rank 6 and sub-junior level. Sub-junior is 7th and 8th. Primary is 5th and 6th. So it's a common exam for 5th and 6th, common exam for 7th and 8th. Ayush Bhargav was rank 10. Dash was rank 11. Mohit was rank 12. And of course, and these kind of activities keep on doing in our classes, wherein we are teaching mathematics using something called tangrams, and students have to present their solutions. And this gives children the confidence also, right? So these are the kind of things that we keep on doing to improve the confidence level of the child, because it is not only mathematics, it is the overall confidence. When the child feels confidence, the children are able to perform really well in mathematics also. Okay, so these are the links. The links are also there in the description box. So whatever course that you want to choose, you can choose grade 3, grade 4, 5, 6, 7. And for example, if you choose grade 5, so these are the different options. So there are two options, that is weekday batch and there's a weekend batch. The timings and everything you can always details all. You can see all the things that you've already discussed are there on this particular page also. And you can buy the batch. The links are there in the description box. And I'm sure it is going to be a super awesome experience for you as well as your child. And if you know anyone who's in grade 3 to 7, please make sure you send this video to the parent, and I'm sure they're going to definitely like this. Take care. God bless you. Bye, everyone.